Is Conor McGregor the new Brett Favre of sports? What do you think?
Well, okay, so I said this to a team, and I spoke to him on Saturday after the tweet. So he's done this now 3 times where he tweets that he's retired. And his timing isn't great on this one because it happens literally, minutes after UFC 250. So people were annoyed because they felt like he was taking some shine away from Amanda Nunes. But unlike the first 2 times, this time he actually elaborated. And I think that, and it's okay, it's understandable. I think that people are distracted by the R word here and aren't really listening to what he is saying or digesting properly what he is saying. And what he told me was he's very frustrated. He wants to fight. He had a very difficult 2019. He was, very confident in the fact that he would fight at least 3 times this year, which is music to the UFC's ears because, when he fights, it's a huge financial success for them. And he's like, I'm ready to go. Like, get me a fight. I'm ready to go. I want to fight. Stop trying to ice me. Pandemic, no gate, no fans, no opponent. Like, I want to fight. You guys are putting on fights. I want to fight. And so he's basically throwing up his hands and says, all right, I'm tired of this. This has taken away all the fun. I'm not happy anymore. And so do I think he will fight again? Yes. I asked him in January after the second time that he retired. He's like, of course I'm going to fight. I'm going to fight till I'm 50. I'm going to fight till my son is fighting on the same cards as me, and I'm going to be fighting in the co-main event in his main event fight. So I think we'll see him. I just think he's very frustrated right now.
So how has his message been received by Dana White and the powers that be then?
So Dana's reaction to the message, because he found out about it while he was doing the post-fight media rounds on Saturday, was like, hey, all my guys are acting crazy right now because of the pandemic. And that's kind of his take on it, but I don't know if that's the most accurate take, if I'm being honest. There is a larger story here. The story is that some of the biggest stars in the UFC are openly feuding with the company. Now, all their reasons aren't the same. Money is kind of the common denominator when it comes to all these stories. But you've got Henry Cejudo, who just walked away as bantamweight champion because he wasn't happy with how much he was getting paid. You've got John Jones, who's openly saying, please release me so I can go fight elsewhere. You've got Jorge Masvidal, who's saying the same and talking about the discrepancies in the revenue share agreement that they have with the fighters. And then you have Conor saying what he said on Saturday. So this isn't a good look for the UFC, and they should probably try to figure it out before I think it becomes a bigger deal and more fighters start to speak out.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.